Good morning, my friends. Hope you're all having a wonderful morning. I'm about to get ready to work, so I'm bringing you with me as always. I'm starting off, same procedure as last time. Victoria Beckham, Augustina Spada, Fair Light, number 2, the foundation drops. Absolutely love these. They have been my go-to for the past couple of weeks, I would say. I do mix it up with the Seamless Skin from Lisa Eldridge as well, because I love that one as well. But that one is slightly less coverage. And I've had, as you all know, some rosacea flares. So I need a little bit more coverage. It's also extremely dry right now in Sweden because it's very cold. So I do feel like I need a little bit of extra coverage. And this one is absolutely lovely. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it as much in the summertime because it is very hydrating and my face tends to get a little bit more oil in the summertime, but we'll see. It's not one of those foundations, I mean it's really expensive, so it's not one of those foundations that you just pop off to buy a darker shade either, because it is over £100, I think, 104, 100 and something. I think it's about 1,500 Swedish kronor or 1,450. So it's not a cheap foundation. So I think in the summertime I'm probably going to stick to my Lisa Eldridge one because it is much more affordable and it's really good ingredients. It does the same thing, it's just a little bit lighter coverage. So then I can use a concealer instead. So I hope you're all having a wonderful week thus far. I'm doing preparations. We are exhibiting at the Antiques Fair in Stockholm with work. So I am currently knee deep in items, which is great fun. It's fun to see what all the different offices has sent us, because they just get an email telling them that they need to send some stuff for the Antiques Fair. So we don't really know what's coming. So it's like opening Christmas presents all day. And I think it's going to be a very good show. We have some really cool and nice stuff. I'm mostly sitting with the jewelry because I need to measure everything and see what sizes they are and what kind of stone they have and things like that. So my best friend and I are working together on this project, which is great fun. So she's mostly dealing with the bigger things like sculptures and art and things like that. But I'm sitting next to her, so I get to see it, which is great fun. Using the same brush. Oh, sorry, this was to say, I'm using the Saie liquid blush in Rosy. Or Rosy. Oh, something with rose. And it is rather peachy, I would say. It's not cold leaning in any way. It is very warm leaning, which is nice too. I am quite neutral in my skin color. Well, as you've all heard before, I have a very strange undertone. I'm somewhat peachy. I'm not even sure that I'm a proper peach. I am quite yellow, but then I have like redness in my face. So I am quite neutral leaning. So I can pull a bit cold with cool colors, and I can pull a bit warm with warm colors. So I'm very fortunate like that. I can't do too cool colors or too warm colors because they then it doesn't look good. I'm then going to use my new favorite. I've had her for a couple of days and I know that this is going to be a staple for me. The Fara Homidi bronzer, and this one is in the color Bois, the lightest one. Absolutely love her. Such a great buy. Also, unfortunately, a very expensive buy, but it was well worth it. I did wait quite a long time, but I saw everyone, all the influencers that I really trust, we have the same type of, well, I would say taste in makeup. They all really loved it. So I thought I'll try it. And boy, were they right. I have a few influencers that I really, if they say something is good, I know it's good. And we have similar coloring, not dead on the same, but we do have similar coloring. So, and the ones that I'm most similar to is Sam Chapman. We seem to have kind of the same coloring, and Sally Hughes. They are both quite fair like me. I think Sally Hughes is a slightly bit darker than me. Sam Chapman and I are not the same, but close. I know that she and I have the same color of foundation in a few instances. I have in my Lisa Eldridge, I'm the color T3 and she is the T2. So I'm wondering if maybe I should try the T2 because we do have the same foundation color in several other foundations. So I'm going to run down to Cow because I'm almost running out of my Lisa Eldridge one. So when I'm buying a new one, I'm going to compare the T2 to the T3 and see. I mean T3 has been perfectly fine, so I'm probably going to end up buying that one again. But I want to compare it, and I also I'm going to ask and see if I can get a little sample so I can show you the difference between them. I'm not sure if you can get samples of it. I'll check with Wenke at Cow. I can ask if I bring a little tub. Otherwise I can probably film it in the store if you want to do a swatch comparison. Well, with the Victoria Beckham, the Fair Light too is perfect. I mean, it's just exactly my coloring. It's also very neutral shade. Urban Decay Primer Potion on. So what am I gonna put on my eyes today? I have absolutely no idea. I think I'm actually gonna use this little guy, the Giorgio Armani in M22. I think it's called Cashew. I went online and it looked like they had changed the names on some of these. I don't know why, because it didn't say Cashew anymore. I don't know. So it might not be called Cashew anymore. Or maybe it was just that website that I was looking at that had done something wrong. I'm not sure. But when I purchased it, I know that it was called something with a nut. So I think Cashew is the color for that. I always tend to mix the nuts up because I have a eye crayon from Victoria Beckham called Cashew or Pecan. Yeah, something like that. That one is called Pecan. So I'm thinking this one is the Cashew one. Or if it's walnut. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Cashew. And here we have a grumpy cat. Yep. She's going to bed for the day. I'm sorry, I have a somewhat sore throat, so my voice might be a little bit wonky. I had it for a couple of days. I don't feel sick at all. It's just my voice, and I have like a slight cold. Oh no, eyelash. Come on, there we go. So I did do a comparison just before this, before filming this one. I did a comparison of the Armani and the Lisa Eldridge, Sylvia and Ione, because one of my lovely, I hope, subscribers asked me to. So if you have anything, if you see that I have anything that you want me to compare, please just send me a message or leave a comment. I read all of the comments, even the nasty ones. So yeah, just send me a line if you want me to do anything, compare anything, because maybe I can save you some money. I would say, I mean, there is this like, if you compare this Armani shade to my Lisa Eldridge ones, the Lisa Eldridge ones are a little bit more liquidy, but they are just as easy to apply. And this one is actually a little bit more warm leaning than the Sylvia one. So for me, I mean, I prefer the Sylvia one. That's my absolute favorite right now. I've only had it for a few weeks, so it's not a quite fair comparison yet, because I'm not sure if I just like it because it's new. I don't think so, but what do I know? I am then going to use Cressida on my inner corners, because the one that I have from Armani, I have the one in shade 46. I'm not sure what it's called because it doesn't say anything on the bottom, which really bugs me. Why don't they write out the names on the bottom? If they're called something else, write the whole name. Anywho, the shade 46 in the Armani, the lightest one, is much more taupe leaning. It's not fair enough, while Cressida is fair enough for me. So I really like that one. I could actually do a bit of the Armani one on the moving lid. So this is the shade 46. I'm just going to do a little dot. And it does actually have somewhat of a like taupey color, I would say. It's a beautiful color. I'm gonna wear just a, oh, that one dried up fast. Okay, so let's not put it on both eyes. Don't do what I do. Put it on and then blend it, because that one dried up really fast. I don't have the same issue with the M22, the Cashew one. It's just this one. It is a lovely color. I absolutely enjoy it. There we go. And then I am going to put on some liner. What are we going to use today? I think that we are going to use, I'm going to wear a grey kind of hoodie today. I am using Cinder Smoke, which is the Seamless Glide Eye Pencil by Lisa Eldridge. I really enjoy these. I haven't worn them loads. I want the burnt umber one more than the grey. I do prefer the Victoria Beckham ones. This one is also very nice and soft. I just find that the Victoria Beckham ones last somewhat longer on me, and this one tend to move around a little bit still. And for me it's always, how does it wear in the waterline, because I always wear my liners in the waterline, and this one moves. It's still a very good liner, but it's just not as good as the Victoria Beckham ones. But not many things are, in my opinion. There we go. Using some tight lining on the upper waterline. We'll see. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. There we go. I'm then going to pull out the liner a bit. I'm always doing that with the brush. I have slightly hooded eyes, so it makes me feel like I'm in a little bit more control when I do it with the brush. And then of course I do smudge it out a bit, so it does get a little bit more, a little less harsh, a little bit more soft, which I like. Because then if you want it to become darker again, you can just apply more. There we go. Need a little bit more liner on this side. And there we go. Then I'm going to do my lower waterline as well. This one also transfers. So when I put it on my upper line, it ends up quite a bit in my lower waterline as well. And I can see now that it has actually transferred down on my lashes. Yeah. So this is probably going to end up looking a little bit more smudgy, but that's fine. Which is nice as well, but there we go. Then I am going to use my mascara, the Estée Lauder Sumptious Extreme. Oh, I have a blop. I am hoping that my microphone is slightly louder. I have had 2 people commenting that they want me to speak up. The problem is that I'm in a house with sleeping people when I go up in the morning, so I don't want to yell. So I'm hoping that you will hear what I'm saying. I have put the setting on as high as I can. On these Rode microphones, you don't have a lot of settings, which is why I like them, because the less settings, the less things for me to worry about. I am a little bit worried though if you can't hear what I'm saying. So I have listened on my phone, and I have listened on with headphones and without headphones, and I can hear. So I'm not sure if it could be like a computer setting thing. I haven't watched my YouTube videos on my computer, because I almost only use computers at work, and at work I don't have the time, because I have got about a gazillion other things to do. So I haven't actually watched it on computer. I do know that my computer's sound is really, really, really bad. So perhaps it could be that, but I know that other YouTubers she didn't have the same problems with, so I'm not sure. I have tried. I have put the microphones on its loudest setting, so I am hoping that it does make a difference. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I don't think that there's much I can do. I'm not sure if it's my mic placement has anything to do with it. If there's a place where I can put it where it sounds more, apart from holding it in my hand, and that's difficult because I need both my hands. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm going to use the Twin Thin by the pen. Sorry, my desk is really wobbly. So please let me know what you think of the sound. Can you hear me properly? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? Please let me know. I am trying. I was looking at the other microphones because I really just want to I mean, I'm just doing this for fun. I don't want to make a huge investment. And the other ones, they had an awful lot of gadgets and it was a lot of settings and it didn't feel quite as easy. This one is super easy. I just plug it in and then it works. It does come with an app, so I can adjust some things. But it's, I mean, for a very non-technical person like myself, it does the job perfectly. And that's sort of what I'm looking for, because I think that if it gets too difficult and too complicated, I would just stop filming. The only thing I do in the mornings when I do this is put up my phone, plug this little thing in, put on my microphone and turn on the lights. And my lights are really simple, small ones from Amazon. They're about possibly like 18 quid, something like 240, 250 Swedish kroners. So they're not very expensive. I have a very, very old ring light that I've had for makeup for years and years and years that I bought at, we have a shop called Clas Ohlson in Sweden. It's one of those dad shops, you know, one of those places where you find men over 55 wandering around endlessly looking at drills and stuff. Kind of like the American Home Depot, but smaller. It's more batteries and power tools and things like that. I was there buying batteries, I think, and then I found this ring light for, I think it was about $20, so maybe like £15. Very super easy. Still using the artist crayon, Makeup Forever, and this one is in Endless Cacao. And then finally, my friends, sorry, it's taking me somewhere between 25 and 30 minutes again. I am a chatty one. There we go. That is the final look, and this is in Flesh Fantasy by Pat McGrath. That's my going to work look for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up or a comment if you did. If you want me to do anything else, I'm happy to do so. Have a good day. Bye.